let's see. So like, yeah. What am I trying to say here? Oh yeah, it's just because of these stupid bees. Now, you don't have to complete the level in one go, but if you're trying to, that's when the bees get really annoying. Yeah, there's as you can see, there's multiple bees. If you didn't already see it before. So yeah, that guy can still hurt you. That lumberjack guy or whatever he is can still hurt you, even after you go into the ground. Wait. Yeah, see. By the way, there is a secret area here. I don't remember which level it is, but I think it's just an add-on to another level. So, I'm just letting you know that there is a secret level there. I'm just not doing it today. And you don't break the nitro. Turns out, like, the nitro is supposed to throw you off, but if you notice, the nitros don't move. The other ones jump around and stuff. Like, they bounce because, like, I guess they're containing nitro. And, like that. See, they bounce around and stuff. But those nitro boxes were not. So, yeah. So basically, that means that they have a special purpose in that, which means you can climb on them and yeah, secret area. Which they do have a random pattern, unless there's a pattern I don't see. They do have a random pattern of when they jump. So if they have boxes on top of them that you gotta hop on, you gotta watch out for that. You gotta watch out and be sure that you do it right. Let's see, and let's go in here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh yeah, well, okay. Well, I was saying earlier about doing it in one go. Most levels you can do in one go. There's some levels, as you can tell, that you've already told whenever you watch if you watch my other parts of this, you can tell that there are some levels that you have to go back to. But in this game, but there's a lot more levels that you can complete in one go, more than, you know. Oh, shoot! I got all the. Huh. Well, maybe that one's not so bad as I thought. Okay, so maybe this isn't the worst one with backtracking. I mean, like, the worst part of it is the bees. Oh, stretch. Oh. Alright, now here's a small cutscene, in-game cutscene.
Crash, I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nictrus Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. Use the platform to deliver the crystals to Engine.
Yeah, use them to deliver to Engine, all that stuff. So, let's see. Let's get this out of the way. Alright. Going up. Here we go. Ah, crap, I forgot to show the scene. You know what, I'm gonna do that real quick. Yeah. We'll see if Cortex says anything. No, okay, he doesn't. So I'm supposed to deliver them to Engine, but
Like Dr. Cortex said, each of 20 crystals you've collected to me.
So Crash is like, nah, something suspicious. I'm not gonna give them to you. This is an interesting boss fight. There's really no other... Well, there sort of is other boss fights like this in future Crash games. But not as many. Where you're supposed to hit these a certain number of times. There's you shoot out Wumpa Fruit. Like, you don't do that in any other Crash game, though, as far as I know of. As far as I can remember, I mean. And it's a fun one. I mean, it can be a little challenging, but it's not too hard. None of the bosses are really all that hard in this game. Actually, the final boss, which obviously, you know it's going to be Cortex. But, I won't spoil it too much, but it's pathetic. Like, this has one of the easiest, most pathetic bosses in any video game. Last bosses, I mean, in any video game. You know, the last boss may not always be the hardest, but it's supposed to be like just the ultimate challenge, the big battle, the one that was leading up to, and you'll see. Now I know there's the occasional game where it's like special event happens to where, you know, hold on, and there we go. Okay, that's right. I was gonna say we're done, but we're not. Watch what he does now. Oh no! Oh yeah. Wait for it. You're just supposed to hit him at the right times with this. Let's see, and... Does he come back here? Oh yeah. Hold on. Which one does he go to? There we go.
Master Cortex will be very displeased with your resistance. Prepare to suffer his wrath.
So he doesn't say that in the Insane Trilogy as far as I know of, unless they accidentally left it out or something, I don't know.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
Well, as you can tell, we can't trust him. Alright, anyway. Let's get these done. I don't know. The music. Let's see. So yeah, now we're just here to complete the game. Yes, the sound is off sync right now, but I shall complete this game. You know, I'll just complete it right here, and I'll get these boxes while I'm here. Now this level feels like this one feels like it's a tutorial for the last level of the game, not the boss battle, but the last level. Well, you can play it before this one, but this one feels like a tutorial for the next one. Because there's another one like this. And, you know, like I said. Because, like, these little guys, little guys I was shooting away, or, you know, they do that automatically. Most of them do in the next one like this. So this is kind of like getting you prepared for, you know, like some of them you hopped on, some you whacked away, and but then then eventually, like now, they're switching between the two. Ah crap! Ah crash. Like these guys only do that, and then this one is where it like shows that it switches. This is where I was getting at. So technically, if you wanted to be more prepared for the next one like this, you would need to play this one first. I do like that you do have the option to... I'm not going to get those boxes, I don't really care. Yeah. Watch it end up being the only 3 that I miss or something. But yeah, it's... Yeah. I do like how you have a choice, so if you get annoyed at one level, you can just come back to it later. You don't have to do it right away. Let's see. I'll get this one, and then that one, if I end up getting all the boxes and destroy all the nitros and stuff, you know. Oh boy. You just have to watch out whenever playing this game. I did die a lot whenever I played Crash. Whenever I played these games on... Oh yeah, there's that thing. So I don't think I'll be getting all the boxes, or I'll be getting the gem anyway. But there was that... Let's see. There was a... I'm starting to lose my train of thought here. Oh yeah, the Insane Trilogy. I had a bit of a hard time on it because they did change the physics up a little bit. So that, I mean, they did that on purpose so that you know, you could have more of a challenge. I mean, they did also add some new things. I missed a couple of boxes. Oh well. They did also add a few new things. Dang it, one of them was alive. Oh well. But they also want it to be more challenging for, you know, for people who are used to these games. So it was a nice change of pace. I mean, you're so used to it, but it's not the game's fault. It's, well, you know, technically you could say that in a way, but, you know, they changed up the physics so that old comers could have a blast, you know. Oh yeah, see, I wouldn't have gotten nearly as much. I don't even think I ran into the explodey things. Oh, stretch. Oh. Oh. So I know I said a little while back that I like to save it whenever I can, but I'll just save it whenever I need to. Alright. Ah, these levels. They're not all that great. I mean, you know, like, this was hyped up to be the big level. I mean, like, it's even on the cover, it's in the title screen. It was hyped up to be just the biggest, you know, one of the best, funnest levels in the game. When you actually control it, though, it's not. It's really not that great. Like, I feel like that's what Crash 3 accomplished a little more, was the gimmicky levels. Which, yes, this is a gimmicky level, but I feel like Crash 3 did those better. Like, this is one of the only gimmicky levels in the game, other than the polar ones. Like, the polar ones and these are the only gimmicky levels in this game, but Crash 3 definitely had more of them. But I do feel like Crash 3 did a better job at, doing these. Now, this was improved in the Insane Trilogy because, I mean, like, you have the option to not have the controls inverted. This is automatically inverted and you can't change them. Well, in the Insane Trilogy, you can change it, but because they have that option, because I'm so used to the inverted controls of this one, I actually had to change it to have the inverted controls, or I needed to, because I was so used to this one that really threw me off. Let's see. Yeah, these levels are not that great, as I mentioned. Wait. Let's see. And we're done. When you're not trying to get all the boxes, it's harmless enough, but you could tell I was still struggling there. Let's see. And here we go. Oh, my thumb is starting to ache a little bit because of because I have to use a D-pad for this. Let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, this level, if you can tell, piston it away. If you don't understand, it means pissing it away. It's a naughty word, but they found a way around it. Piston it away. Good lord. I mean, one of those levels was named Rock It. Not really that clever, but, you know, still got some cleverness to it. At some point I may play Skylar and Plux on here. It's a game, in case you don't know. It's a game that, how should I put this? Oh, this level's pretty bad when it comes to backtracking because you have these firefly things. But Skylar and Plux, like I was getting ready to talk about, those games, or that game, is... I didn't really have a big expectation of it, but it still managed to kind of disappoint me because it had potential. I was playing, I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. I knew it was going to be short because I heard it was pretty short, but like before then, but I was like, oh well, as long as the games are pretty good, or as long as the level design and stuff is pretty good. Well, there are a lot of things, and it had so much potential of being much better than it was. But it just ended up not being very good. It was very average. It was a very average collectathon thing. Honestly, it could have been worse. Hold on just a minute. We may be going silent. We're going silent. If it's not already. Sparkus? Sparkus. Chill out, buddy. So anyway, we're back. So yeah, Skylar and Plux is like Skylar and Plux Adventure on Coconut Island or something, Clover Island, and one of those island types. Wow, 2 boxes. But it had potential because the gameplay wasn't too bad. Kind of reminded me of like a mix between Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank in a way. Pack Attack. Huh. Anyway, that's actually the name of a Pac-Man game. But it just failed in a lot of areas. So you know, I may play it on here sometime. It's on PS4 and Xbox One, and I wouldn't be too surprised if it came to Switch. But it's because of how basic it is, I don't know if I'd even get it on Switch. But the reason I think it may still come to Switch, even though it didn't do as well, is because the Switch actually got games that were not very good, that were previously just on PS4 and Xbox One. Let's see. Man, the Switch has just done so well so far. It's done well so far. This is only, at this recording point in time, it's only in its second year. It's only been out for just a little over a year. So I'm not going to just completely say it's going to be amazing, it's going to be one of the best, you know, because so far it's doing pretty good. They've had some little hiccups here and there, but it's not like, well, they have had glitches, but like, as expected with any console. I'm talking in terms of just, you know, things surrounding it in general. Like the short supply of it and all that jazz. But they've had a few problems here and there, like some different versions of certain games. Like apparently got a inferior version of, it's gotten an inferior version of Payday 2. I'm not really interested in it, but I can tell that people were hoping for better. Hey, Spartacus. Hold on just a minute. Come on, Spartacus, up here. Come on, Blake, come here. Come on, up here. I'm just getting them on my bed. Good boy, Spartacus, good boy. Now this time, since I'm not recording this in HD, I'm not on my bed playing this. I'm back to my chair. Oh, and by the way, in case you didn't see, we have a fish. Oh yeah, I've already mentioned that. I think I was going to say a different version of if we finished Untitled Team Gaming. Corey finally had some time when we finished it, but I've already mentioned that it's done. This is now officially just Danny Benes Gaming. It definitely sounds like there's some kind of car or plane out there. This is two very different things, but okay, so this is an interesting thing. You have to have every single colored gem to complete this level. To complete, like, well, this level, yeah, but like to complete that area where that blue gem thing was at. So yeah, obviously won't be doing that today. Let's see, only, like I said, only if I come back to this. And like I said, if you want to see the ending that leads into Crash 3, either look it up on YouTube, play the game yourself, or just be very patient with me. Let's see. You get Boomhauer here. King of the Hill. He has a semi-resemblance. It's mostly in the hair. Which I guess technically you could say it's like Duke Nukem as well. This is the worst, one of the worst levels with backtracking. Because the way you have to do it, it just gets so bad. I'm not going to get the AQ mask just yet. Let's see. Hey. I am debating on if I play some HD re-releases of some like the Sly games, the Ratchet and Clank games, Jak and Daxter. I am debating on whether I'll actually play those in HD or if I'll try just playing them as they used to be in the regular ones. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to even attempt that. That's going to take too long, and if I fail, I'm going to lose all this Wampa fruit and lives. So, I'm not going to do that. Because I'm already missing boxes. You know the story. That was a weird way of doing all that. Talking about on there. Let's see. Sounds like a motorcycle or something out there, but it could be a car. Let's see. I'm not in a special office area, so... You know, normally those burn you, but I guess that time it just killed me, just Angel killed me. And obviously, in the Japanese version, he's more flat like that, rather than, Oh, and he shrinks down. He does shrink down to where he just disappears if you let it go long enough, but obviously you can still move around as he's shrinking. So, yeah. Yeah, see, right there. And normally he melts down, or his pieces fall to the ground. I feel like making the explosions, so I just made all those blow up. Anyway, let's see. Whoa. Oh yeah, and these can burn you too if you get in the right area. The things that you're supposed to stand on. Crap. I wish the checkpoint wasn't all the way back here. Okay, let me show you what happens if you die enough. You just gotta wait for it. Oh yeah, see, there we go. That's what happens when you die enough in this. You get AQ mask. A pity one. But again, you have to have enough lives to actually get that. You have to die enough. So if you die a lot but you only have like 5 lives, then good luck to you. Because you can't, you know. Well, we're about to face the final boss here soon. Spaced out. After watching this cutscene, I'll save it and then, you know, we'll move on. This is pretty funny.
My plan is nearly complete, and I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank. Engine? What's happening? What's that? Is he giving our signal?
Crash! Cortex isn't going to use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's going to harness the force and use it to power the super Cortex vortex he has built on his space station. One blast of the ray will cover the entire world, turning everyone into Cortex's mindless slaves. Crash, don't let him have those crystals!
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything! Ah, yes. We're back now. Pardon the, interruption. Crash, bring me.
He said bring me the crystals in an angry way. Anyway, let's see. Oh, we're 69% complete. Whoa. Let's see. Oh yeah. So as of yesterday, it's got all these crystals. As of yesterday, or as of today, as is the recording, the Wii shop has now been, well, either closed or you can't use. You just can't buy anything in there anymore. I think it's more right now for re-downloading stuff. It's gonna be officially closed next year, as of this recording, which is, this recording is 2018. But so luckily, so the last things I bought on it were both the Earthworm Jim, the first 2 Earthworm Jim games, which were the Genesis versions from the Wii U shop. So yeah, I know you'd expect that the oh yeah, and this can be hard your first time through because it's these controls, but once you know what to do, it gets so easy. I mean, this is pathetically easy. And I like how his forehead on there is like ginormous. It's like a 6 head. But yeah, you're supposed to race. It's a race, so you're supposed to hit him before he gets to this blue thing, which hopefully we will not see. There we go. No.
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot!
I haven't? Oh yeah, that's right, I haven't. No, dog.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex vortex? It's still up there.
I like how in the Insane Trilogy version, the crab just grabs him and pulls him away. Grabs Crash. And the credits don't play here in the Insane Trilogy version. Oh, look, Naughty Dog. Anyway, so yeah, that was Crash 2. Hope you all enjoyed. But what I was getting at was, the Wii shop, the Wii channel shop thing. Yeah. So, that was it. It's officially gone now. Well, not gone, but you can't buy anything on there anymore. So yeah. It's been around for... I mean, they may have closed down the Miiverse very soon, probably because the Wii U didn't do so well in terms of sales and stuff. I kind of wish they would have kept it up at least a little longer or moved it over to the Switch. But you know, it's no big deal. It's just kind of disappointing. But yeah, Crash. The Wii Shop. That's been around. I don't know if it came out as soon as the Wii came out, but it has been around just about since the Wii was out. And man, it wasn't the best way to buy things because you had to have a certain amount of points. Like, say if you wanted to, oh, there's Clancy Brown stuff. You had to have a certain amount of points to, like, you couldn't just buy whatever the amount of points a certain game was, or you know, you had to buy between like 1,000 to 5,000 points, which means you had to pay from $10 to $50 something just to you know, get stuff in general. Well, luckily they changed that later on. But anyway, yeah, we'll save it here. So goodbye to the Wii Shop channel, and like I said, it's gonna shut down next year. So that's which means it's been around for over a decade. And thanks for watching me play Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. Crash is starting to get bored. Oh yeah, let's see if he does it here. This animation. Yeah, see right here? So that's like what he does in Crash 1. It's just a little different looking because his model's different. But anyway, so again, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to. All that jazz. All that jazz. Okay, I'm going to quit before I start embarrassing myself anymore. You'll hear me next time.